general. I mentioned that they go after big prey. Like Bonita here, when she gets to be an adult, she could take down a water buffalo. It's a big animal. She can't eat the whole thing by herself, but a big dragon can consume 80% of its body weight in one feeding.
Now, you fed it yesterday. What did it eat?
It ate some big cuts of steak. We've been raising these animals. These were hatched at Los Angeles Zoo since they were little tiny things. We got them as babies. And we've been raising them on mice and rats and that sort of thing. But now they're getting to the size where they need to start carcass feeding, which I hope everybody's eating breakfast, but we feed them a whole animal or a big chunk of meat and they tear it apart.
Is that what it is? They're scavengers? I mean, they can kill a water buffalo, but do they live on what they find on the
Yeah,
plains?
absolutely. Any food, free is better, but they'll kill when they need to, but they'll also take whatever they find. They'll eat even sea turtles, believe it or not.
And how big is that one now, and how big will they get?
Okay, so this animal is probably nearly 5 feet long. Her brother, our other dragon, is a little bigger, too big for me to manage easily. And they're both growing rapidly. They could easily get 9 feet or more and weigh 120 pounds empty. And by that I mean 120 pounds before they've eaten. After they've eaten, they could weigh nearly 200 pounds.
Wow.
Yeah, they really pack it down in one big.
And how often do they get to eat, or have they the need to eat?
Well, at this size, we're feeding them several times a week. But when they get to be adults, we'll probably feed them once a month. Big meal.
All right, so you got a $2 million building for this guy and the other guy, and is the hope, I guess, to maybe have a breeding couple? Is that it?
Yeah, these two are brother and sister, so we won't breed them, of course. But as they get older, we will exchange one or the other back and forth through breeding loans with other zoos in the country. And that's exactly it. We're part of a national conservation program now to try and ensure that there are dragons into the future. And this building isn't really for these lizards, it's for generations of dragons, and I hope it'll turn into sort of a conservation center. You know, there are only 3,000 of these living in the world.
Is that right?
That's it. And
Wow.
they're only found on a handful of little tiny islands right in the middle of the volcanic belt in Indonesia. There are any number of things that could happen to wipe them out, not to mention human threats, and hopefully we have a little backup here in the States.
All right, so we got 75 degrees in here. You say its normal climate is around 95. That's what you're going to keep the buildings. Is it moving a little slowly because of the cooler
Probably
temperatures?
is.
Geez, it is moving though.
It
isn't
is moving, yeah.
It's coming our way, Justin.
Yeah, check this out. We have to keep the building 95 degrees every day. That's the air temperature. And then we have to produce hot spots for basking that are 120 degrees Fahrenheit. So, you know, fire-breathing dragons isn't far from the truth. They really like it hot. We
Right.
probably should have gotten the gas company to sponsor this thing. Our heating bills
You
are going to
bet.
be incredible.
All right, Chad Peeling from Clyde Peeling's Reptiland. What are the hours over there? Do you got special summer hours? I know you guys are open year-round.
Year-round, but in the summertime our hours are 9 to 7 every day. Live shows throughout the day. The dragons open on Friday, so they're not open today just yet, but they will be tomorrow. And butterflies, dinosaurs, all sorts of reptiles and amphibians. And, yeah, fun place to take the kids.
And look at we're going to have to wash the window of the studio as everybody's got their nose pressed up against the glass. Nobody wants to come in, and rightly so, as we're watching this 5-foot Komodo dragon just walk the studios of WILQ. Chad, hey, as I mentioned earlier, the best kept secret in the Susquehanna Valley is Clyde Peeling's Reptiland. It is available to you year-round, but right now, the height of the season, and you wonder what's going on in there when you drive by and you see that parking lot is full. You'll be amazed at how large that complex is, room after room, acre after acre, just off Route 15 in Allenwood. Chad, congratulations on securing this Komodo dragons, the recent additions, and good luck with your summer here.
Thanks, I really appreciate you having me.
All right, it's Chad Peeling from Clyde Peeling's Reptiland. Say hello to your dad for us and pick that lizard up, would you?
Here we